Oh, you right? Oh, they start getting very weird. I'm alright, pal, how are you? No worries. Did I snore that loudly? Oh, why? That's nasty, that. It's actually. Yeah, to send me this. Got him in that bad. Okay, the pulse is up. I'm gonna join a party now. Good luck, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the F3 pre-season race.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly.
Not too familiar with the grid, but I expect pole position to maybe be 23 to 24s. Will be my guess. Just looking at the drivers, got some fast drivers on this grid. You got Craig, got Chicken, Zimmer as well. RDO can certainly pop a fight. Insane. And the Ryko with all past experience I've been racing with, and they're all quick and respectful. First car on track will be Sheeper, so all eyes on him. It looks kind of overcast. Rain forecast. Showers possibility later. Okay, so that'll be key. So if there is showers later, then obviously you want to get a bank lap in. You want to make sure it's clean at least, so you have a lap on the board. So notice as I first out on track, Grumpy's not too far away of Sheepy, which you need to back off for his fighting out. Biggie Dude as well. Is everyone out on track? Everyone but Chris, myself obviously, and Insane. Jump quickly on board. The Sheepy, who's just entered the first corner, so we're at that start. Gets the DRS as quickly as he can, going down to turn 3, break up under 100 metres. Down to third gear if you can hold it. He's dropped down to second, which won't help on traction. Here the wheel spin there, clear out on 4. It should be a flat out right hander. Keeps it within the limits, which is mistaken. The 28.6 for a sector. From my experience, possibly pushing a 28.3 to 28 flat is a good sector, so you straight away Grumpy's in a 28.2. We'll stick with Sheepy though, but interestingly, Grumpy He's actually dropped off for his flying lap, so ignore me. Okay, so Sheepy's going to the fast 11 spot chicane. Right in the limit, not cutting it at all, right in the limit as you want to be. Once again, braking about 75 metres down to third gear, hold it in with the apex. Steady on the power, first gear, drop to fourth. And this one, wait for the shadow and then drop it down to second, hit a late apex. And now he's got the half throttle, just slowly short shifting. Getting the DRS there as you can. And you look at maybe at 24.2. 24.1. I believe Grumpy's going to go faster than that straight away. 23.9. And the Raikko's looking very quick. Jumping over, we're now going into the last sector, so let's hope he's not messed up. Oh, he runs a bit wide there, that's not going to help him. Especially on his tyres. It's very slow, it's like he's almost backed off, like he doesn't want to show any pace. It's just a bit weird. Although this could be just spectator cam, and it is as it goes. He's got to a 23.4, which is blistering pace. Kazo does a purple sector. Middle sector, but he's some 8 tenths off in sector 1, so I don't expect him to improve. Possibly run wide at turn 1, which is easily done. Zimmer's popped up into third with 20.4. Boogie Dude though, coming into the last sector, he's going to play in the first 2 sectors. Can he snatch it? If he does, it's going to be 23 dead possibly down sector turns. He's struggled there, he'll get harder on, he's not used all the track. To the line now, shifting 3 gears. It's a 23.5. It's that last sector where he's lost all that time. Look at that, he's lost 3 tenths. Kit Adio now is coming into a lap. Apologies if you can't see the whole sectors. Probably should abandon that, but I can understand how he's turned into it. Difficult thing to give a difficult corner to take in under pressure in qualifying. Once again hitting third, hope that apex.
Track is quiet right
I would
now.
imagine this would put him somewhere in the region of 6th and 7th. As long as he can hook up in the last sector, should be alright on a steady 7th. And he does, 7th for 24.2. Interestingly, I will probably pop into the 7th if I have a match per time trial time, so just shows how quickly our 3 drivers are, so all props to them. Insane's finally out now on his out lap. He's left it quite late and with showers forecasted. You know, it's a bit of a risk to take. Just want to say hi to Big C, and don't worry about it if you can't stream. Most times I will be available, so happy to help. Checking some 6 tenths off. Nice. He's on the primes, I would explain. No, he's getting... I don't get that strategy. Why, if you're going to start on primes, you might as well not qualify at all, because you know, he's took a couple laps off the primes where he could start last. Keep them lots on the tyres. Anyway, is anyone else on a lap? Raikko's just on his out lap now, so we'll start for a lap. So look at the fastest one currently. He's taking the widest line possible to get the speed onto the straight. Shifting through the gears now, should be about 7th now. After A braking it will be just after the 100 metre board. Both gear hit the apex and went out wide. And this one you probably want to put 20% steering lock in. Once again, it tends to be 100 metre board for a lot of the braking points. All that black box above the track is what I use. You missed the apex slightly there. So we get right and left quickly. The difference between Raikko and everyone else I've saw so far, he's smooth on the throttle. He's not pushing it down like, who was it that we jumped on board with? It was Sheeper or Grumpy. 23.8. It's not an improvement, it's definitely nowhere near. Took his first sector, which was a 28 flat. But as previously stated, the Raikko made all his time up in the last sector, so if he can improve on that, I don't see anyone snatching pole off him. 22.1, which is a purple third, second sector. Took a bit too much curve and he's lost it on the exit. Again, taking too much curve. Drops it down to second, hugged at apex, and now he's going to just slowly apply the throttle to come out the last corner. This is a tricky corner for traction. You can often run wide with the tyres flowing if you've got the grip, and then you'll just understeer. The Raikko goes first. What's that, 600 off? Improving, so if I was him right now, I'd just stay in the garage. You know, there's no rush to go and improve that time, because even if he's second, he's got the inside line to turn 1. So right now I would fancy Dougie to take the lead into turn 1, but you never know. Grand Prix has improved in his first sector. Oh no, he's not. No. He's improved in his second sector by 3 tenths, so he's 2 tenths up currently. Coming around the last corner, he chucks that in. Absolutely no fear at all. This gauge run up through the gears. He should hit by 180 to start line, so is that the fastest? It is it's the purple sector 3, which is quite astounding. He's now only 400 shots to Raikko, so maybe my last statement, Raikko shouldn't wait around. He should go out and try and improve that even more. He's got Sheepy on the lap. He's just starting one now, I believe. Once again, it looks like they're all using that black ball, that black box with the track as a braking point, which is a solid reference point. I'm not hating only an outlap, so we'll just follow Sheepy around. 28.5. It's improved by 1/10. From that sector time, it would lead me to believe that Sheepy's already in 1-1 wings, so he's prioritising top line speed, so he's not easily passed, which is a good strategy, especially if you're stuck in traffic to get past him. But qualifying is also important on Australia. It's quite difficult to overtake. You know, for all the heavy braking zones, the downforce doesn't really allow you to follow, so it's one where qualifying's got a bit more importance on the race. Craig's improved now to 4th. Completely missed that, and that's a purple second sector, surely. 21.9. Jeez. Sheepy abandons the lap and goes into the... Oh, nearly hits the wall. I've done it a couple of times in career mode, and that's resulted in a couple of pads being broken. Okay, Hayes is on... He's about to start a lap now. Looks very smooth around the last corner. Again, he brakes bang on that 100 metre, but as soon as his left tyre got to that, you could just see the car just start to slow down. Where's he use it here? Definitely just before that black ball. He's been a bit more cautious on others, blocked up the right front, which isn't going to help if he sets as fast as on these tyres. Fast as starting on these tyres. It's a very close grid so far. It's annoying that I can't see Dougie or Raikko's sectors. 28.4. It's hard to say whether he would improve because you've got people like Zimmer who was quicker in the first sector but obviously tailed off in the last and middle sector. We can compare in the middle sector, so it looks like he's going to do a 22. Yep, 22. I think he'll pick Craig to 4th. If you look up in the last sector, he should pick Craig to 4th, which I can imagine Craig would be mightily annoyed with. We'll see. Take as much care as possible, running out wide. I believe that's flat. Locked up again, he's took that very tight corner, that's not going to help him for the last corner, which is the most important when he turns in the exit. Because of that, he's now losing 100 to Craig, and he does improve to 3rd. Wasn't it an identical time to Grumpy? Did Grumpy improve yet again? I seem to remember Grumpy being a 4.466. Dougie Dude's going quick in the first sector, not quickest. But definitely quick. With only 5 minutes left, doesn't look like we're going to see these showers, which means that people get the runs, but I would imagine people want to save some options for the race. Just in case you don't want to waste options. He's broke far too early there and he's missed his turning point. Again, running wide. doesn't look like a good lap from Berger. Although the sector time does show it's fast, it's just the spectator can sometimes be a bit off. Let's put it that way. And he doesn't improve. He does improve on his time, just not improve on his position. It's interesting to see how people are fastest in different sectors. So you can imagine Hazel will have to get past Grumpy in that middle sector. That's clearly where he has an advantage. But then, if Grumpy can hold him up in that middle sector, he can pull away in the last sector, meaning that he also can pull away in the first sector. So it's a bit weird. As long as people have a cool head and they can keep it on the track, there should be a closely contended race. Chris is now currently in the last sector. 22-2 and a 28-4. Where would that put him? Imagine somewhere in the region of 6th or 7th. Possibly pushing Sheepy down to 8th and Chicken down to 11th, which probably what Chicken wanted, to start on a fresh set of either tyre he chooses. And Chris goes 6th. So Chicken is now down to 11th. Still 6/10 off, but obviously was on the prime tyres. Sheepy is on a lap, but he's on primes. I don't quite understand that. Ideal starting an option tyre laps or following round. Braking just before the 100 metre board, taking a bit more cautious, taking it in 4th gear to get the better traction out. Runs out wide DRS as early as you can. And I believe he's going to pick out either lap back to the 100 metre board. I just saw a Ferrari down there, so that's going to cover with RDS and traffic. I think he might have spotted that as well. That's, pardon me, it's a Toro Rosso. Rest assured, Adios lap time is not a 6 minute something, it's a 28.5 in the first sector. Where if you can match Sheepy's over 2 sectors, you'll go 8th, which is an improvement on 1 position, but is it worth giving no tyres a wear? Because you never know, you could crash, and those tyres are not usable anymore. Craig's retired from 5th, that's where he's going to start unless people beat him. Adios come around to 22.5 in the middle sector. The middle sector's letting him down, which is quite strange, because if you think about it, it's only 2 corners at the most. Going to last sector now under the Rolex bridge. Chuck it in 4th gear, without wide, and then chuck it into 2nd, late apex, which he stuck quite early, which I wouldn't recommend. Get some grassy tyres. Right to the line now, insane retires. A lot of people retiring. Of course, there's only 2 minutes left. Goes to 8th. Did he improve? I'm in shock to the memory loss now. Okay, Insane hasn't set a lap, so that could cause some problems. Thanks, Insane. I owe you one. It looks like now everyone's happy with their positions, and it only looks like there's only a couple of people out on the track. So Zimmer is coming up to turn 3, I believe that is. Chuck it right and then chuck it left. He's obviously turning a bit too early there. Sheepy's retired now, so he's happy with that lap opposition. Far out turn right. Feel a bit like Rallycross there. He's took that corner way too tight, running that wide. Actually lost him a bit of exit speed. So I imagine his second section isn't going to be anything spectacular. It's 25 in the first sector. It's up there. You can definitely beat Chris and Craig if you can nail them 2 sectors. I think Doug is a bit too far out of reach. But as I said, his sector 2 is going to let him down, I believe. 22.3, as suspected, yeah. As he's running out, and that grass has not helped him at all. We'll follow him around to finish the lap, and then we'll jump on board with Chris quickly. Going to the last sector now. He should, at this point, he's taking a bit too cautious. I'd just be chucking it in. It looks like he's ready to come in. As right now, we all know that he's down this time. You've just got to give that car and just chuck it in and hope for the best. She's not done, so I don't see this improving, although I could be wrong. And he doesn't improve. So as I said, let's jump on board with Chris. It looks like he's short shifted then, which is quite bizarre. Did you push him to 24? He's on course to beat Craig, but look at Craig's middle sector. Craig blitzed it. And Craig's lost it to let him down. Runs wide, so that's not going to help him on the exit, and I think he's just paused to retire. And he has done indeed. And I believe that just leaves someone on track who is a Lone Ranger. Or is that just cars running around? It is indeed. Okay, so the Raiko secures pole position with 123.4 dead, followed by Grumpy, who will be lucky to beat him into turn 1, if not turn 3. Followed by Hayes and Dougie, who secure the second row. Craig and Chris on the third row. Zimmer and Adio 4th row. Sheepy and Kazo on the 5th row. Chicken and me on the 6th or 7th row, sorry. I'll be obviously getting out of the way, and Insane effectively starts 12th. Race director's not looking too bad for a pre-season. Let's remember it is a pre-season, so anyone that thinks that these are going to be the representative times, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. Some people might do the famous Big C mind games and hold back a little bit. But nevertheless, it does look to be a promising race, and I'm happy to be here commentating on it.
Hello and welcome from Albert Park, Australia for today's race. And I think it's shaping up to be a classic. As we're now only moments away from
Good news is
let's take a look at the grid
it's sunny, so it's going to be a dry race. And yeah, you're right, Mike, it is incredibly close. Look at that, Tenfield's only 1.2 seconds off pole, which is not even in DRS range. If they all stay that close in 3 laps, it's going to be a heck of a DRS train. Okay, the race strategy, what's it looking like? I would imagine a freeze-lapper. The tyre wear on line's a bit worse because you're chasing lap time, you increase that toe, you increase that camber. You're a lot more aggressive on setup, so you probably, pardon me, looking to pit around 6 or 7. You can do 2 prime stints, but you'll be slowed down a lot. So anyway, I'm going to start the race and hopefully quickly retire. Yeah, Insane to the left of me, that's good. Look at that, 4 lights, that's weird. Right, it's lights out and away we go. And away I retire. Wait, that's not who I wanted to be on board with. The Raiko is. Jump on board. There you are, the Raiko's maintained P1. He's got a lot of a gap there, that's strange. Dougie's jumped into second. What's the... I'm a bit amazed here by the start. I just seem to have lost position. Craig, who I know was in 6th or 5th, maintain that. Zimmer's going up inside of Craig, which isn't a wise move down there. Craig can hold it around the outside. It's going to impact Zimmer's exit. And look at Sheepy. Sheepy's going to try it. He is indeed. Zimmer's not shut the door. It's mayhem. Sheepy's got it though. Will he run out wide? Nope. Sheepy's maintained it. Who's spun off there? Hayes has spun off. It's ruined Hayes' race. He lost from wing. He doesn't look that way, so thankfully Raiko's built up maybe a 2-3 second lead already over Grumpet. In fact, it says 1.5 on his timing screen. Craig into 3rd. Last podium position. Look at Zimmer though. See if I can find Zimmer. Yeah, he's got to the inside of Sheepy again. Sheepy's going to try. Going to hold it back on the inside. Zimmer did the right thing. Kind of brakes on the apex, which is what you have to do. This looks like it's going to carry on. Sheepy's feeling a lot more confident on those brakes. Okay, so coming on to lap 1, or lap 2, sorry. It is the Raiko, followed by Dougie. No, Dougie's had an incident. He was in 2nd going into turn 3. It's all jumbled up. Insane's on the primes up to 7th, so that's a very key point to point out. Chicken, he obviously qualified in the primes, down to 9th. So like I said, starting on fresh primes obviously helped. Raiko's still pulling away. Grumpy's in 2nd, sorry, and he's dropped back another 5 tenths. Craig in 3rd, not letting go of Grumpy, but equally Zimmer's right onto Craig's gearbox. He's shifted down there though, now it might give Sheepy a little look if he's going to be super aggressive. He's not shutting the door fully there. Looks like he's trying to get a better exit here though, and if he does, I won't go around the outside. Oh no, he's not done it. The Ferrari though, Chris has gone for it. And Insane just had to back out and look at Chicken. Chicken's right over him. Just stick behind him and get a better exit. Would be my advice to Chicken. Which he doesn't look like he's done. Obviously being an equals card, it's going to be difficult. Although Insane's gone defensive, which wasn't really needed, and he's run out wide, and that's going to open the door to Chicken. Going into the 4th gear corner, will he do it? he's done it, he's kept it safe. And obviously now, is he going to launch it back up the inside? No, he thinks better of it. He knows that them primes has to go a long way, so it kind of ruined his race that. And there's currently no need. Raikkonen sets a fastest lap of 26.6. Grumpy again fell back another 5 tenths in this last 2 sectors, so when Chris goes and smashes like that will be 26.2. Craig's fell back a bit, and Zimmer, and that's why Zimmer's right up his gearbox to the most been fighting. Up the inside Zimmer goes, will he? He's cut that a bit. Well, Craig cut it around the outside. Though that is great battling from Craig. He's just basically said, no Zimmer, you sit back down, you're not getting through. Look at Sheepy though, Sheepy's there to balance wherever, you know, Zimmer has to run wide. Chris is on a little rampage, look at him just carving through the field. He's just got past Caswell as well, and I missed that, apologies. Chicken, where Insane's falling back massively, he's struggling on those primes. I imagine the primes though, heavy fuel, they're not feeling too good. I would not like to be on those. Dougie not close enough. Definitely Hayes is close enough to Dougie if he wanted to try and launch at the inside. It wouldn't be wise going into turn 11 and 12. It looks like he might go for it. He's gone for it. It's too tight that. Dougie's done well. Credit to Dougie. He's so encouraging. He's not wrecked either of the races, so credit. I think Hayes is a bit too aggressive there. But, you know, you have to be aggressive to get the move done. The Raikko's put out maybe more than 3 seconds, surely. I'm not believing that's 2.7 seconds, but equally Grumpy's a further 2 to 3 seconds behind or ahead of Zimmer. Sheepy's got past Craig, as I said, so he was looking to pass. And look at Chris here, Chris is closing in pretty rapidly. Craig's got DRS though from Sheepy, so it looks like Sheepy's lunged up the inside in the last sector. Well, Chris tried it down to turn 3, I don't think he'll try it, it's a bit too far back. He's got ignore me, he's gone for it. Well, Craig had to hold it around the outside like he did to Zimmer again though, and he has done. Chris has now got the outside, and he's done, so now Chris now has the inside. Well, Craig cut around the outside, what Chris was just doing to him. Chris is a bit forceful there, but he's got the move done, and now look at Chicken, he's on those primes. He's been forced up the track by Craig. As he lost his front wing, he's lost his right wing end plate, you can just see that. So his strategy is now being thrown out the window. Insane's back up to 8th, so he's obviously done a couple of moves. The option tyres aren't holding up well. A couple of cars on the grass, so they're obviously losing the grip, and Insane's going to go around the outside of RDO into turn 11 and 12, which isn't the best idea. And they should just be able to go fire around here. Look at Hayes. Hayes is looking to pick off both of them, and he might do with the slipstream from RDO. Imagine he's got up to Rich Revs, and he's going to go for it. He's locked up. Is RDO going to hand it right? Oh, great defending by RDO. Hands it around the outside. We've noticed a lot of this. Just hang it around the outside. Once again, Raikkonen just building that lead ever so consistent. Same, it's apparently according to the time machine, it's 3.4 from the Raikkonen Grumpy and another 3.4 to Zimmer. Sheepy's not letting Zimmer go though. And look at this, we could have a little ding-dong battle going on here. Chris has got back Craig, yep, remember that. Is he going to lunge up the inside, I would say. Yep, Sheep is the only one currently who's not lunged it. Okay, we'll be looking to get better traction into, that's 4, off 5 and 6, into 7, but it's too far off anyway. He's up to 7th. Dougie's going wide, he was 12th and he's coming past his teammate now. Chicken, as he pitted, he's got the new front wheels and options. Interestingly, the Raikkonen's probably 40 seconds ahead of Chicken now. So Chicken's well and truly out of the race. Now the race win, I believe. Who's in last? I'm sure we had 12 runners. Who has retired? Kazos pitted as well, so that would explain that. I just obviously didn't see that. Sheepy's got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, but I imagine that will get removed. Everyone else, no penalties. Oh well, Sheepy's run wide, and that's just letting Zimmer go back at the inside after Sheepy has already passed into Sexy, which I've missed. He's gonna shut the door into the tight hairpin style left corner before the penultimate corner. Sheepy's gone into pits, having a little battle into pits. I think Zimmer saw Sheepy go into pits and he's just reacted. I don't think it was Zimmer's plan to pit then. He should have stuck to his plan. He's bottled it. As Chris, you know, he's kind of took this race by, can't really say that word, but by the scruff of the neck. I say that. Him and Raikkonen were just running their own strategies. Obviously Raikkonen had that big lead, so he can stretch some tyres out, lose to an undercut, and he won't be affected. has one of those primes who's obviously pitted. Chicken, I wonder if Chicken will jump anyone. No, Chicken's too far back, obviously that wing change. Lost in, what, 5 to 6 seconds. So he's well and truly... He won't struggle to get the points, I won't imagine. He's a quick racer, he probably will get the points, but not far up, I would imagine. It's key now for Zimmer to try and push past Sheepy. If Zimmer can jump one of the 2 cars, Zimmer can potentially jump the Raikko, then the Raikko's going to feed back in between Zimmer and Sheepy, and that's going to impact a lot on their little battle. Adiel's currently in 6th, chasing down his teammate. I believe both have stayed out. Yeah, you can tell by the understeer. So obviously doing clear then. Where is the closest car to? Insane again on those primes. Craig hasn't pitted yet. And Chris and Craig are coming now. Has the Raikko pitted? The Raikko still hasn't pitted. He's sticking to that strategy that the games gave him, the 2-stop. So he's going to pit on lap 9 or 10. So he's definitely going to suffer from the undercut. And potentially... Yeah, Insane's cut it back by 1/10, so the primes are definitely feeling better now. They're giving more grip than the one options are. What I don't get is this is giving Zimmer and Sheepy a chance to cut it under DRS, and if not, Zimmer will jump in. 2 or 3 laps, you're losing, maybe losing the second half a lap. He only had a 3-second lead. So Zimmer has got out ahead of those cars that he needed to. Sheepy got ahead of him, just about. Trying to find Chris now. Inside Chicken again, showing his immense pace, going fastest on those options. Let's go back to the race leader to see what his plans are. You can just see how much time he's losing. He's not able to take that flat out. He's plus 1.9 in his delta, which was a 26.3, let's not forget. So what's he done? He's done a 27.2 so far in the first 2 sectors. That's nearly 2 seconds off Chicken's fastest lap that was just set. Imagine Zimmer's doing a similar pace, so is it likely he will get... He's going on again. He must get jumped. If not, he could suffer a puncture. Insane's in second. That was 14.3. Insane's cutting the lead down. I just wondered how far would Insane want to go on these tyres. To make a 2-stop work, I'd imagine lap 10. And then the primes again, and then options when your light is fuel, you're not wearing the tyres. Dougie finally pits. Adio's got the jumping in. Grumpy, has Grumpy pitted? Grumpy has pitted. Right. So Zimmer's finding himself in a bit of a lotus sandwich, and if he gets too close to Grumpy, I know it's only pre-season, but will the teammate help each other? See, Chris has dropped off from Hayes. I wonder if he's struggling on those new tyres. When you do go from a used set and that feeling of no grip, it's quite a shock to feel all that grip and you kind of don't realise, oh, I can go flat out. Dio's obviously struggling on those primes, feeling going to the end, but interesting, let's check Insane. He's caught in a second in that first sector. The Raikko has to hit, look at that. He's definitely going to get jumpy, he has to. It would be amazing if he doesn't at least get jumped by Grumpy. But we'll have the fresher tyres come the end of the race, and can he make those count? You can't rule out the effects that he's cutting out a pit stop on it, and he can go on the faster tyre now. You can stretch the options up to 16. I can't see why if you can do that you can't stretch out the primes for 13 or 12 laps. Okay, so I imagine the Raikko has pitted. Yep, he's put on the primes, interestingly. So if he does come out behind any of these, which is definitely going to come out behind Grumpy. Zimmer. There's Grumpy flying past and he's jumped him. Zimmer's not going to jump him now, which is key for him. Where is Insane going to feed out? Behind this little battle. Can he get ahead? If I can find the name. There he is. He's just behind Craig. I wouldn't say that's so key. If I was Insane, you know, you got to be thinking, and Hayes has spun round. How has he managed that? He must have come together with, I believe, Sheepy or Chris. One of the two, because I imagine they're both close together. So I imagine Sheepy and what's it called, the side block, which is obviously spun out. It's in a 6.7 seconds, I believe, which is just the gap going into the pit window. So how has he not gained time? Quite amazed. Okay, the Gumpy now has to put in them laps in the match room. He's already been on them for 4 laps, maybe 3. We're going to start feeling that tyre wear soon. But Eco and the Rikers on primes, was that going to be as quick if could even still be slower? Look, he's running wide, and primes are going to take a bit of warming up. Chicken interest in these 11s. All these little collisions are helping Chicken get back into the race here, but I wish the Chicken's been on them tyres a bit longer. So no struggle. Is Dougie going to have a look at RDL, or will Dougie still have to defend from Hayes? Interested to see if he gets DRS. He doesn't, he's going to defend. Hayes should just sit back and wait and then get him onto turn 3. Although he's just got a worse exit, so that kind of rules that out. We'll stick with it though, just in case he's feeling a bit brave. I suspect he won't. Chris has got past Sheepa, which is a key thing which I've missed. So that's obviously great news. So Sheepa's obviously not feeling too well on tyres. Maybe being the one person on the grid who can't push on hard tyres, that's obviously a key fact. He might be the person that, over the race counter, he'll want to stay on the freshest tyres possible. As you can see, he's clearly struggling. He's saying he's trying to look past Craig, which I wouldn't recommend he do. He doesn't have to be this aggressive, but he's going to go round the outside into turn 11 and 12. If Craig's still got his wing there, he's entitled to get that inside line, which he doesn't. Craig backs out. Fair play to Craig. He could have fought that a bit harder, but he knows the race is separate races. So, there's no point. See, the Raikko's only pulled 3 times. I would have thought Grumpy would have been quicker, but obviously tyre wear is now kicking in. Dimmer interestingly only lost 2 tenths, so look at Chris. Chris is right in the back of him with the DRS. He's just going to pre-right past him. Although he's going to have to do it around the outside. He's going to get on the curve, which is going to spit him out. Dimmer shuts that door quite aggressively, but he's right. He did have the inside line. But now it's time for his exit. And Chris is going to just slide up the inside into turn 3. But Dimmer fight around the outside now. He's going to try and look for a cutback, which isn't really possible in that turn. Although Chris has gone defensively without really needing to, and now Sheep is right in the back of this again. As I get a text, apologies. Okay, the Raikko's definitely closing. He can definitely break out light on the Chris tyres. I believe Grumpy's car pit soon, but can't imagine the structure, because if he can only manage 5 or 6 laps on lead, he can't. He'll take the next set of options to 16, 17, or possibly 18. You can't stretch them primes out for twice the stint. He's made Mincewick and he's catching up to the back of Sheepy and Zimmer. Indeed, but again, no, Sheepy. Why has he found this race? We just said he was struggling a minute ago. And he's struggled again. Commentator's curse. He'd say he might have a look into the penultimate corner if he can get a better exit. Look at all that, the hard into the pits, and I believe Insane will inherit second place quite easily. But what is the gap to Raikkonen? Look, Chris has stayed out as well. So Insane, who was 11 to 12 seconds off when they both pitted. It's only 9.6 seconds. Obviously the Raikko's on the slower tyres, but it's close to quite a fair bit in the space of 4 laps. Craig into 4th. With Dougie Dude falling closer behind, about 3-second gap. So Craig is in the position where he can possibly go into lean, save a bit of fuel for the end of the race. Adio's not letting Dougie get away, even though he's on the slower tyres. Showing them out. Sheepy's coming out behind Kazo, which isn't going to help him. That traffic is not going to help him, and Kazo is well within his rights to fight it as it is for position on track. And Sheepy's obviously tried to line up on the inside end of 6-1, thinking he'll let you through. And he's entitled to fight him. Look at Zimmer. Zimmer, he was fighting with Sheeper. He's already got, what, nearly a 4-second lead over Sheeper. Just as played into Zimmer's hands beautifully. Grumpy is 8 seconds up the road from Zimmer, so I believe Grumpy will pit soon. Won't see a little battle from them. Possibly from Grumpy and RDO. Chris is now pitted from 6th. Where does he kind of filter out into? Will he beat Zimmer out of the pits? It's going to be close. And the key thing is the exit. Look at that, Zimmer's got a much better exit. He's going to go to turn 3 now. Slipstream, of course, that exit is carrying more speed anyway. You know what the inside, and obviously Chris on those cold primes. A bit of contact, Zimmer probably could have left more room. But Zimmer does get the move done. And Chris is going to have to get those primes heated up before he pulls away. I've pointed out before, Insane's cutting that gap down massively. I think Raikko's managing these turns to go on primes again to the end. But with the pace Insane's showing, can we really rule him out of P1? I know he'll have an extra pit stop to make, but especially with Raikko and dead primes at the end, he could feel a bit of pressure and make a mistake. Sorry, just got... Yeah, that should be the end of that. 10 seconds off Insane, so he can fully go for this win. I'm not worried about those behind him. Dougie does hit that wall and he's lost his wing, which is going to lose him another 6-7 seconds. So he's obviously feeling the pressure. Bit of a needless mistake to make that. Bit of a rookie mistake. Grumpy's back into 4th. It was Sheepy behind him, wasn't it? Sorry. He's still some way off Zimmer. How was he? He must have been in the pit stop. In fact, I'll check after this battle because we'll ding on that and Chris has now got past Zimmer. Obviously he's got a lot fresher tyres. See, look, you can see how Zimmer holds it in 3rd to preserve those tyres. You don't want to spin the tyres up. So, Insane's still cutting back, but it's not as much now, so he's probably lost those tyres as well. Although the Raikko shouldn't be feeling that good on those tyres either, as he hits that bollard. Using all the track, which is hard to see, but then again he's using all of it and some. Adio's 12 seconds behind Insane, which is going to be a massive gap to make up. Grumpy a further 8 seconds back. Chris and Zimmer, dead close. Maybe a further, what was that, 10 seconds back, which I was in the back, so Zimmer was going to help them catch up. Missed someone there, missed Hayes, who's in 7th, and a further 6 seconds back. From Hayes it's Chicken, another 6 seconds back in 8th, according to the Chinese screens. Craig, who's only maybe just over a second behind, in 9th. Dougie taking up the last point scoring position in 10th, 4 seconds behind, but he should really be ahead of those. But he came up behind because of the wing change. And Kazo just on the edge of the points, which is devastating in your race. You kind of lose a bit of motivation and willpower, and he's a minute behind the leader, so he could be lapped, which is not a pretty sight. Let's jump back on board with the race leader, the Raikko, who's carried on for another lap. So I suspect he's going to go for the primes again, he's going to go to the end. Insane's closing again. And phone rings, don't want that. Grumpy's coming under attack from RDO, which is quite a strange one. He must have made a mistake unless... No, RDO was ahead, wasn't he? Yes, he was, so Grumpy just got past him. He just... Bit of an awkward place to overtake that. He's kind of lucky that RDO understood that. I know I said this a lot this race, but they're not racing each other. So don't put up a fight, don't risk your own race. Well, you're entitled to fight for a track position. In the long group probably won't affect RDO's finish position, if not, it'll make it worse if you continue to fight because you're losing countless seconds. I think RDO could possibly pick this lap, and he is doing so. So he's going to go for 2 option stints. The Raikko carries on, so he's definitely going to go for that price, and if he doesn't, Insane goes into another set of options, so he's going to get quite a big undercut on the Raikko. Actually, he's on the faster tyre than Raikkonen, and obviously Raikkonen's got the worn tyres as well, and Insane runs wide. He's cleared Chris and Zimmer, who both still have one stop to make, so Insane's definitely onto the podium, and most likely the second or first step. The Grumpy's closed in by 5 cents, so he's definitely pushing, which will be a bit worrying for Riker, but obviously he's on worn tyres compared to Grumpy's new current tyres. So I'm just trying to think, the estimate for a pit stop, what is it, 20 to 24 seconds? He comes over and needs to, he could be in a bit of trouble. Doing Craig like having a battle soon. Craig struggling on those primes on Adio, I think they get better traction, so maybe I was wrong, maybe he's going to pull away and drag his too far off Craig, although got it by the second in the past lap. Kazel's revving the engine needless, so he should shift it to 8. I think after getting that 2 years ago, or 3 years ago now, start on 8th gear. Raikkonen carries on again. He's just going to lose more time, look at that. Grumpy's close a second at that. Are there any penalties to be taken into consideration? Ignoring yellow flags again from Dougie, that will get removed. And that is it. So the penalties that you do see in the final screen and the final podium, if any penalties are on there, it won't be the final podium. Company's closed maybe a couple of times in the first sector. Insane's dropped back, which is quite bizarre according to the timer screen. So just running through the order. Raikkonen's in first and I expect him to maintain that. It's a two-step strategy. Grumpy's in second. I think Insane's going to pinch that off him, but we'll have to see. Insane's in third. Chris is on the edge of the podium position, which is a bit agonising. In fourth, obviously we had a good battle with him, he's dropped off by a second, now he's in fifth. I'm not Hayes is in sixth, which is a stellar race. I think he qualified 8th, I believe, could be wrong. Chicken he qualified 11th on primes and now he's 7th. He obviously had a football changes as well, which did down to lap 3. Adio is right behind Chicken, so I expect Adio's probably get past him soon. Craig in 9th, Insane's its fastest lap. Dougie in the last point speed position, catch up to Craig. And Kazel is still at the 11th. He always sounds like he's going to end with a hard time. Adio's now going to make a pass for 7th on the start finish straight onto lap 18. He does it, although Chicken's not going to let him have it easy. He's put it back on the inside and he's been spun off by the side plate, which isn't going to happen. Let's see Adio with the DRS again, he's going to defend that place. Raikkonen goes on for another lap. You can see the just massive amount of understeer he's getting. The Grumpy's closed in by another second that last lap. And Insane's definitely closing in on Grumpy now. So this will be one to watch in the closing laps, if not this lap, second to last stint. Interestingly, Zimmer and Chris, who show a lot of pace early doors, are not really pulling away from Hayes. Looks like Hayes with a clear track in front of him, he does have the pace. Which I didn't think so. Adio's pulling a little bit on Chicken, so no idea what's going on with Chicken at this point in the race. Just seems to be falling back. Although the look of his tyres, they are pretty well. And looks like Craig's turned up his engine after he's realised he's falling to grab himself. Dougie, so he's pulled out. Insane again goes faster. 24.9 and he's putting right up in the back of Grumpy, who should overtake him to turn 3. Interesting that 24 now is enough for 10th place if he qualified like that. So it's stellar pace with 10 laps to go. I suppose still got a lot of fuel on board. Grumpy, I don't know if he doesn't fight it. He definitely can't fight it on those dead primes. And now he's going to just try to eat into Riker, but obviously this is playing into Riker's hand with them two battling. Now the question begs, and Sheepy's retired? He must have had a collision, surely. Sorry if I'm just going. No, he's just retired. I wonder whether that's a collision. As you can see, Insane's already cut that lead to about 4 seconds, which is just monstrous pace, and he's got to even go faster than what he did before. So Dougie's on the back of Craig, just looks like Chicken's pulling Craig along in the slipstream. And we're now seeing a bit of a train form between 8th and 10th. He's in 6th, like I said, having a steady race, definitely closing in on those two ahead. Which on the same time, it's strange, it seems that Hayes has a better prime option, prime pace, relative to those around him. And as suspected, Raikkonen pits and he's now on options, so ignore my last couple statement saying he was going to go on prime, he's on options, he's going to be quicker than anyone else. And he should have this race in the bag. He's come out in free air. Which is, fair, but he's done his calculations, he's got it spot on. Grumpy's fell back a lot from Insane. But it's now whether Insane can hold that bottle with Grumpy being on the faster side at the end. Chris in 4th, just lost 2 seconds to Insane in the first sector apparently. Insane is maybe a second to a second and a half behind Chris. And Insane once again is only maybe a second to 2 seconds after them. Adio's falling a bit back, he's on the option tyres now, so theoretically does any advantage, but they're probably feeling a bit warm now. He's going to start to slide around. Craig goes into Doug is right onto the back of Craig and he ends up going into the back of Craig. Craig's lost it and the exit, probably getting a bit frustrated. After Doug hitting him. There's no need for that, and there's going to be contact and was that actual contact or was that just my spectator cam? Oh my goodness me. Craig's just been taken for a little trip and Dougie's run wide, and that should give Craig the braking needle and anything get a good exit unless he pits now for options, which would be a good choice. No way carrying up with that. Chicken's now made his last up and he's in 11th. I thought of Carlos, so Chicken will still find this race. Who's that coming up the pits? That is Grumpy, and he could be under pressure here from Craig. Craig gets a good exit. Those worn tyres aren't doing Craig that well, you can see he's massively struggling. Seems to be Grumpy in 7th who pitted. Raikkonen is the furthest up who has pitted for his last stop, obviously, but he's going to inherit the race lead. Depending on how long these others stay out, Grumpy could encounter traffic, giving Insane an easier ride to 2nd place. Insane's obviously going to try and cut that. I have messed up here. Insane started on the prize, didn't he? So he's going to go into the options again. So you can ignore me from what I've been saying all race and being so tight, because he won't. He'll be on the options again. Or at least he should. He should aim to try and go on the options. Craig's still coming under pressure from Dougie, so Dougie's pushing hard on those long tyres, but it's not going to happen. He sets the first lap at 24.7. Which is still quick, and bear in mind that's without DRS and it's not got the lightest of cars right now. So either of the Dougie or Craig pit. They both pit, so it's a battle of the pit crews. Red Bull versus McLaren Honda. Kind of lost words. Chris is pitted and he's still, Zimmer's obviously reacting and pitted again. Are those on Cheapy's left after retiring, which is kind of understandable. And Hayes has obviously followed them 2 and 2, so you're seeing they're all on equal strategies and parts of the race. You can match them, so it's a good decision down from Hayes to not lose any ground. I didn't say out another lap, which is obviously going to happen, but I don't think he's in a race with anyone. Potentially Craig, but Craig has pitted, so he could be under a bit of a threat. Interesting thing is here, Grumpy's on prime, so Insane should have an easy ride. It never plans out like that. As now the Raikkonen inherits the race lead and essentially is going to be clearly a pit ahead of the same, which is just mind-boggling. Definitely putting a stamp down on F3, saying what really contenders this season. Chicken's up into 8th, so it's not only got 1 point, he's got a couple of points. So Dougie on those options will catch you. Chicken off to defend for outside. Craig as well following the race up. Did Dougie jump in the pits as I predicted? Dougie just found a difficult pass in the track with Craig. I was seeing him struggling with cold tyres. Because I was still in the 11th, he made his pit stop, he's now over a minute behind the race leader. Oh yeah, those collisions, so it's not fair to compare. Really sick, he's kind of back. He's found away from some of it. After all that talking up, saying he does have similar pace, he's now kind of backing off. I wonder whether he's just happy with 6th. Which is not really the mentality you have to have with a race today. You have to always want to push for that 10th. Like we saw with Lewis in Spain, I believe, 2015, he wanted to push for Rosberg even though he knew he didn't have a chance. Raikkonen now has 6 laps remaining. And Sainz 17 seconds behind, so he can kind of take it easy right now. He knows Grumpy's not going to catch him when he had the tires. He's not going to catch Raikkonen, so just take it easy, cruise a second. If Chris is faster, if he is, he can possibly catch up to Grumpy, but I think Grumpy's a bit more consistent, which will prove in good stead. Simmons falling back yet again. And Chris, would you look at that, sets the fastest lap on primes. As in options. It's on options. I don't know why it shows me primes on board. Okay, I'm going to stay in this camera now. And Hayes smashed that with 24.4, which is quick. I think that's a second, 1 whole second of pole time. So that it's not bad considering he's still got a bit of fuel left. And also, not a lot. He's not using DRS, his tyres really a bit worn. So, some good pace. Some green flags needlessly waved because there's no collision, but this is F1 2015. So the stewards get a bit flag happy. Let's just say that. It says closed in by a second, so Raikkonen obviously taking it easy. I mean, the stage should take it easy. Don't eat your tyres. And save them. Chris is closing and Grumpy obviously being on the softer tyres. So possibly Chris might take out that last podium position. Obviously Grumpy's not going to give it without a fight. Adio's just sternly coming on the 7th. Chicken probably won't catch him. Or Dougie's right in the back of Chicken, so Chicken might have to set up a 9th or 10th in the end. Craig's dropped back on Dougie, which is quite disappointing because I'd like to see a 3-way battle with Dougie turn between defending and attacking. I think you'll see now a change of position. With Dougie moving up into 8th, you can see Chicken struggling on those tyres. I don't think he intensely brake checked him, I think with the 1 tyre he's struggling. Here we go now. Dougie does have the DRS wide open. It's not going to get him to turn one, but he should feint up to the inside and force Chicken's making a mistake. He's going to get a better race on options anyway. Just runs a bit wide. You can see he's still equalled his Chicken's exit, so the tyre just here. He's closing a lot on the braking, and Chicken's going to hold on to the sector one at least, as no one else is doing in the saving spot. I'd imagine Hayes and Adio should be sticking in possession. Then we just drop back into Hayes' path. It was quite bizarre. Chris is closing in Grumpy, he's only 3 seconds behind now. At the rate he's closing in, could catch him with maybe 2 to 3 laps to go, so we'll have time to size up the move. I think Insane's still closing in, but not as fast as he was, so he's kind of took the advice and backed off, which is fair play to you, lad. It's a solid second place, you're best off not risking it. Patrick Grumpy's now looking in the gym and seeing that Scarlet left Ferrari and being a bit worried. Thinking, what tyres is he on? Sorry Grumpy, but Chris is on his options of stickier tyres. You just gotta hope that they found the way. With 2 laps to go. Hayes has pitted. Why is Hayes pitted? Hayes has lost his front wing. Oh, that's a disaster. So that's going to put him down to 10th. I don't believe Kazal. You know what? Depends how long this takes. Kazal might actually jump him, and Kazal might get this last points playing position. And he does. It's quite a shame for Hayes. You know, in the final standing, you should probably show Hayes in 0 points. But hopefully you actually string back and you look at it and you think, you're putting a star performance, he deserves points. Look, he's now on the back of Chicken. I'm sure he made this move before. There's Chicken behind him still. Craig's confident. So Craig's obviously going to say winning this. It's going on there, it's going to a wheel, that's what we've got to see. Craig shouldn't be going up the inside that first one, but obviously has done. And he's cut across him, which is dangerous. He was always going to break into him, and there's a collision there. Just let it go. Come on, ladies. Very, very forceful. And just asking for a collision. So, the biggest battle we're going to have is Chris and Grumpy. And obviously, Chicken having to defend from Dougie and Craig. We're going to be really fast in these options right now. Well, Chicken's gained up to 7th because of Kazim's crash. Sorry, Hayes' crash. So he's not really going to lose anything. He was in 8th. Obviously, he can lose 9th to Craig, but it's not like it. Dougie's faded up the inside, trying to put Chicken up. Didn't work. Made a steal our Chicken. It's just single fire right now until the turn 11 and 12 chicane on the lap to that chicane. Raka comes on to a complete lap 27 onto lap 28. Let's be honest, he's drove the best race. He's been by far the most consistent, and he's just controlled the race. He's very Sebastian Vettel-esque, and he's timed up the race where I thought he's going to lose it. Put himself in an unnecessary crash, but it's purely wrong, and it's been quite an eye-opener so far. Let's just hope he doesn't lose it. Because he's now trying to be like a gun for that final podium position. Imagine him getting with DRS slipstream, probably approaching to 200 miles an hour, probably like that now. We're going to break it on the meter road. Going to have to break a bit early as well. He's got a bit more miles right now, so we're going to have a better exit. He should have a better run. Might see Grumpy go a bit defensive. But he's going to go for it. Late braking, Grumpy's going to hold it around the outside though. Chris never really on the side. You can see Chris is getting a bit, he's panicking now, he knows his tyres are about to go off. He needs to get ahead and get that track position. Chicken's still being harassed by Dougie. Dougie's obviously got a worse exit than Craig, so is Craig going to try and lunge up the inside? He thinks about it, he's pushing him around the corner. Be careful, Craig, guys. Go up the inside. I don't know what's happening here with the spectator fans. He's just drifting around like fast and very Tokyo drift. I don't think this is very representative. I know, so Craig has got the move done. If that was how it's done, I would imagine both their tyres would be like 50 pence apiece. And we're going to have another episode of it here, right? And yes, we are going to jump off board here before I lose my eyesight. Dougie's back ahead, that's the main point. Dougie is back ahead, and Chris is still in the back of Grumpy. Grumpy's fighting so well he has. Going on to the last lap, this is going to be do or die for Grumpy until turn 1 or turn 3. Will he make it stick? This is the key point, these are the main overtaking opportunities. This is not going to be the exit of turn 11 and 12 chicane we have to watch. I fear we might not be able to see that. He was too close into the first corner, now he's Grumpy's exit. Chris has not got past yet, and I believe Raikko's not about to finish that, which is good news for us. I'm seeing close things to 5 seconds. How is this little ding dong battle going on? Doug is pulled away from Craig and just looking to get his chicken out, which I don't think is going to happen. Chris went for the better exit, just didn't get it. I believe now the Ryko is got a puncher, he's Insane close enough. This is going to be key. Can Insane? He's not close enough, no. I don't think he had a puncher, I think it's just showing that. So the Ryko came across the line to take P1, Insane P2, both stellar racers, and Chris has took P3 from Grumpy, I believe a bit forcefully, but nevertheless he took it. You can see how much Grumpy's fell away, so I believe he's lunged up the entire crease after running wide onto gravel. But it looks like Chris will take that final podium position in that Ferrari. So it's been a very good race for the top three in pre-season, just putting the foot down. So we might be the main contenders, but you never know, someone could be sandbagging. Grumpy in 4th, Dimmer in 5th. I cannot see 6th for some reason. Who was 6th? Possibly Afdio. I guess we'll see it in the screen. Chicken in 7th, Dougie in 8th, and Craig. I believe Craig will tie a collision, was retired before they finish. And Kazza does pick up that final point in session, but you can say he had a collision himself, but Craig obviously had a collision, so did he deserve it? Only time will tell to come to championship. So there's your final podium. Ryko in 1st, with Insane in 2nd, and Chris in 3rd. Can't believe I'm forgetting the names of the drivers right now.
Great drive from the world champion
Lewis
Lewis
Hamilton. It was a cracking race to see. The Ryko 3 seconds for corner cutting, so that could have played into Insane's hand. I'm sure Insane would have been told that over team radio. Obviously, I was unaware. So it ends Insane. Sorry, Ryko in 1st. Best lap of 24.7 with total time of 43 minutes. It's just quite fast. It's usually 15 minutes in a 50%. Insane, followed by Chris to round up the podium. Grumpy, Zimmer, Ardio, Chicken, Dougie, Hayes, Kazzo. To round off the points, I imagine Craig would have got 10th hadn't he not had the collision. The retirees were Sheepy and Craig, I believe. So there you are. There was the pre-season for F3. If there's any questions quickly in the chat, do put them in and I can answer them, or possibly see if we can have a little podium chat. I shall have a see. I just invited them in now. If they do join, we will do the podium questions. If not, then we'll sign it off here. We'll just give them a couple minutes. There we have P1 in the chat, which is always good news. Hello, Ryko. Just checking you can hear me. Insane? There's Insane, I can hear Insane, who was P2 in the race, which was a stellar race. Congrats. I can unfortunately not hear the Ryko, so probably got his mic on mute, but you know, we all do that, the best of us. Just waiting for Chris now. Then we can have a little chat on what you thought about pre-season. Come on, Chris, don't let the team down. At least I didn't fall asleep this time, Insane. So you'll be able to watch it back, knowing that you won't hear any snoring. Still, the Raiko's not peeped up, so I don't think he has a mic. Oh, it's working.
Should be working now.
There we go. Yep. Heard you loud and clear, mate. Thank you. Congrats on your P1 in the pre-season race. Stellar drive. No worries. Just trying to get Chris, and if you could both try and invite him. If not, then we just have to be the first two people.
Insane. How many you did 3 stops, right? Yeah, I did 3 stops. Oh my god, I almost like I had a penalty, and I knew like if you get
Did
put on the free.
Did you have a puncher at the end of your race? Because on the stream it did show up as a punch on your front left.
Wait, say again?
You had a puncher on your front left from the end of the race. Did you? No, you didn't.
My front left was red.
Front left was red. No worries. So it was close. Yeah.
It was close, but I got the penalty on P10. I didn't even. Oh, it was surprising.
It's the thing with this game. It's a bit random.
That was probably a very exciting race for me. Start 13, had a battle with 10, 9. I think I had a battle with everyone on the field, really. To be honest, like I thought the second options would be better, but they were much worse. I did 10 laps.
Have you both got allow share voice on just to double check?
Yeah, I just put on.
Yeah, sweet. So it just looks like it might just be used to, which is fair enough. You've came P1 and P2, so by far the most important. Yeah. So unless Chris is deciding to try, I can see a bit of mic activity going on the what do you call it now? The lobby. That's the one. There, yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys, I was having to chat to someone about, well, chatting to Tom about something.
Oh, no worries, Chris. Congrats on your P3. Stellar drive on the pre-season.
Thank you.
If we're already, I guess we'll start with the winner of the pre-season, which was the Raiko, who he drove a consistent race. I don't think he was ever really in trouble of losing that race. I mean, at the pit stops, I thought you were going to get jumped by traffic. Did you not think going long in your first stint, was that not a risk?
Kinda was because I haven't done 2 stops before, but I kind of tried because I had the pace. At the end, it kind of worked.
At the start of the race, you had the 2 Lotuses behind you, and then obviously Insane's popped out of nowhere. Did you really?
I thought
Go on.
the run through the guy would be the guy who was gonna chase me, but when I saw him standing behind me, I thought he had a crash and he made a stop. So I
Mm.
was leaving, so I was. But then I ended up he just going for 3 stops. He kind of then imitated the crash, and he had quite some pace. And at the end, it was really tense, but it worked, so fine.
Congrats again. We'll come back to you at the end. Insane. What was your thinking of starting on primes and not qualifying?
No, I didn't qualify just mainly because I didn't want to get involved in one accident. I think Chris got spun around, I saw. But I guess I did good stints and fines.
It was a very strong pace, and obviously you switch on to 3 sets of options. Did you not think maybe? Because I definitely thought Raiko was going to go for 2 primes. Why not chuck a prime there and try and cut that stop out?
The tyre wear was very bad. When the tyres went off, you were losing from 1 second a lap to about 5 seconds a lap, so I don't want to risk it.
And I guess come the end of the race, I'm sure you were told by the engineer, famous Jeff, that Raiko had a penalty. Did you not? Were you pushing all out? Because I thought you should just sit back and go second.
I backed off on the last lap, in fact, to save my tyres. I didn't know I got a penalty.
You didn't know. Okay, so that was obviously a key bit. So count yourself a bit lucky there, Raiko. Coming on to Chris. Go on, did you have something to add? Nope. Alright, Chris, once again, congrats on P3. You had a great little ding-dong battle with, I believe, Sheepy and Zimmer throughout the race. Do you feel like you deserve P3, or do you reckon you could have got more? Hmm.
If I hadn't have been spun, I don't know if I'd have got the win, but I think I'd have been certainly a lot further up the road from Grumpet and closer to the two guys in front of me. That's for sure.
I didn't see any turn one accident myself. All I saw was coming out of turn one, Raikkonen had a decent good second lead, and I was just thinking, what's going on here? And then saw yourself linger at the back.
I got nudged into turn one, and then as I tried to sort of drive away from turn one, someone must have been right at the side of me and just spun me around.
Cause these things happen, of course. You know, it's you know, we think we all accept it's racing at the end of the day. I guess we've been saying Raikko showing some insane pace. You feel a bit challenged to retain the title, I believe.
Yes and no, I guess. I guess it sounds a bit cocky when I believe I can win the title again. Should be good though. I look forward to the competition. I mean, I like to win championships. Do I like to win them easy? No, I prefer to fight for them. So, like, it should be a really good, challenging season. Which it's also the added challenge for me is learning a new car because I've had to. The thing what benefited me last season was driving a Mercedes again, which meant I didn't have to spend a couple of weeks getting used to a new car, whereas I was just jumping and I knew how it had handled. Where today it proved that I really do need to just take a bit of time to practice with the Ferrari.
Does that play in your mind? Because obviously it's equal performance, so I'm just thinking it shouldn't really affect it.
I know. I look at it as a placebo effect. Like it probably doesn't, but it feels like it does in my head.
Yeah.
I don't feel that. Like tonight, I tried to attack the corners how I attacked them when driving Mercedes last year, but I found myself doing a lot, like of running in too deep, going wide, like which resulted in a lot of corner cuts and things like that. But I don't know. Like I said, they're on equal, so it may very well be a placebo effect, but there's something there that's not letting me attack the
Not
corners
quite feeling
the Mercedes.
Don't know how to comment on that. It's a bit of a strange, but obviously you have your own reason. It sounds legitimate, so I'm not going to question it. Coming on to all 3 years, coming into Bahrain, which is the first round. Obviously, if it's the same podium, I wouldn't be surprised. But with it being Australia, it's a different track. It's different characteristics. Do you think you'll have the same pace?
Yeah. Bahrain was one of my favourite tracks. I had a very productive practice race earlier in the week at that track. Learned quite a lot about the Ferrari at that track and what to do and when not to do it in terms of acceleration and braking. So yeah, I feel quite confident of at least a podium next summer.
It's good to hear. Insane coming on to you.
Yeah.
Same question again.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't it? Obviously, with the pre-season being at Australia, it's different characteristics in terms of track to Bahrain. Do you see yourself in P2 again, or better or worse off?
I would say better. I think I can challenge for the winning Bahrain. I have a good pace. I did a high 29 early in the race. I know tyre wear. Yeah, Bahrain's generally a good track to me as well. So just stuff to look forward to.
I should expect some good things from both of you then, from the sound of it. And Raiko, you hoping to take this farm into the early season?
I'm not sure about Bahrain. I think the tyre wear is better on the track. You can still make 2 stops there. I'm not sure what the pace of the others are, so I just think hopefully doing what we can.
All right, thank you very much, guys. It's been a pleasure to interview you, and I think Chris will have a bit of a fight to retain his title, obviously with Insane and others. So thanks once again, and that's been the F3 pre-season race. Cheers, guys.